Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the World Sports Broadcasting Network. I am your host, Scotty Bonner, along here with my cameraman and producer here tonight, Mr. Liam. We are live from the West Harvard Veterans Memorial Rink here in, you guessed it, West Hartford for a Connecticut high school hockey game, a Division III matchup. These two teams got together over the weekend between the Newington Nor'easters and the Hall Titans. Hall, the home team tonight. There's a little home and home, so if there was any bad blood over the weekend, it might spill over into the affair today. We can only hope. So thank you so much for tuning in. What a blessing, honor, and privilege to be here with you tonight. It's a great matchup. Two real good teams. Newington, of course, one of the top dogs in the state, the champs from last year. They're coming in with an unbelievable, fantastic record of 13-2, so you can imagine Hall's got their work cut out for them tonight. Hall coming into the affair with a record of 10-4, not too shabby themselves. So two real good organizations about ready to go at it here tonight. I'm fired up, so pour your sarsaparilla high, make your sandwich, do whatever you got to do. The Zamboni's getting off the ice now. The ice is looking beautiful. It's looking pure. It's looking white. It's looking glistening. We're ready to go. I'm fired up. Division III CIAC hockey. The season is wrapping up. The postseason, I can't believe it that it's happening already, is right around the corner, ladies and gentlemen, and both of these teams have their eyes on the postseason. Of course, Newington, the defending champs, are looking to get back to Quinnipiac and defend their championship. We'll see. Perhaps the march starts tonight. They got to start to get playoff ready. You got to, you don't like to look ahead, as I'm sure the coaches will tell you and people will tell you. You don't want to look too far ahead, but, we're all humans. It does happen. So tonight, a big one between the Hall Titans as they play host to the Newington Nor'easters right here on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. Thank you so much for joining us. The boys will be out on the ice for warm-ups in just a moment, and we will be underway. Thank you so much. weekend. Liam, you were on the call this weekend for the Hall Newington game. So what should we expect? What are you expecting to see here tonight?
Well, Newington definitely has the advantage here at this game. I believe a 7-2 victory for Newington last time we were here, and it was just a complete and utter domination on one side. So if Hall wants to come back and make that textbook win for their season this year, I think it starts here against Newington.
Yeah, it would definitely be a very big statement win here if the Hall Titans could pull it off. You got to remember the Titans, there's just their second year in existence, if you will, ladies and gentlemen. That's a little bit of a stretch of a definition, but they were in a co-op with Conard for many, many years, and last year was the first year that they split. So this is their second year operating outside of the co-op, where Conard and Hall are operating independent of one another. And I got to tell you, I think everybody in West Hartford likes it that way, and hopefully it could stay that way. It's good for the area. It's good for the hockey scene. It's good for the boys, I think, to have just their own school and not be a co-op. Not that there's anything wrong with a co-op, don't get me wrong. My hometown, East Lyme, we have a co-op with the ECT Eagles. Newington is a co-op. But up here in West Hartford, these two organizations, they got a lot of rich history, and they got a great rivalry as they share the rink right here. So Hall, their second season apart from Conard. Once again, they were apart for a long time. Then they came together for about 15 seasons. So now they're back on their own.
Definitely going to be a chippy game between these two. This past Saturday, there's a lot of extra hits, a lot of some roughing up between the kids. So it's going to be really exciting to see that animosity played out here on the rink tonight.
Well, that's why you love a home and home. If anything happened the game before, memories are short.
Absolutely.
They don't forget. So, and things could, spill over into tonight's game. I know society and USA Hockey and some people frown upon such things, but I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that's something that makes me look forward to the affair even more. There's nothing wrong with a little chippiness. Never, of course, want anybody to get hurt or any dirty hits or anything like that, but a little bit of pushing and shoving, perhaps the stink glove to the face, things of that ilk, really never hurt anybody. I mean, nobody thought they were driving their kid to the bowling alley on the way over here. We all knew what we were getting in for, so nothing wrong with that as Newington and the Titans here, the Hall Titans, finishing up their warm-ups. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. We're live from the West Hartford Veterans Memorial Rink here, a gorgeous rink, gorgeous facility. The speed skaters just got off the ice. I love coming in and seeing the speed skaters. It's amazing how fast first time I walked in here and saw a speed skater go by, I was like, holy cow.
You can see the speed.
Yeah, hence the name. Yes.
Looked like Isaiah Pacheco out there in the Super Bowl last night.
Well, very good.
Zooming.
Oh my God, I am a disgrace. I got to tell you, you're a friend of mine. Everybody tuning in, we're all friends here. First of all, I got home right in the start of the second quarter.
Oh.
So I told you my daughter had a game about an hour and a half away at 4:15.
Yep.
I don't know if her schedule is tuning in right now, but thank you very much for that. That was great. So, so I got home about the second quarter, and anyway, I fell asleep somewhere in the first half. Woke up for a little bit of Rihanna, saw the Oompa Loompas dancing around, didn't know what the heck was going on, thought it was Elmo floating around with a bunch of Oompa Loompas, but I like Rihanna. The music was fantastic. And then I fell asleep when it was 24-21, and I woke up, and Kansas City's lining up for the winning field goal. So what did I miss? Did I miss anything in between?
I mean, a lot of people angry about the calls from the refs in that game.
Yeah, I saw that. Well, you can be angry, I get that, but a lot of people get all bent and say, the game is fixed and the NFL's fixed. That's
every year with the Super Bowl.
People are nincompoops. What are you going to do? Well, I'll tell you one thing that's not fixed, ladies and gentlemen. That's this game right here between these two organizations, the 10-4 Hall Titans and the 13-2 Newington Nor'easters. Nor'easters with only 2 losses on the year. One to Conard, who they beat last year in the championship affair, and one to Wethersfield. Wethersfield is a Division II team, so Newington really has only 1 loss in Division III, so they are a powerhouse to be reckoned with. They've got a lot of guys that can score up front, Ranger and Quirk, and of course the Grim Reaper, Josh Grimm, and they got some big boys on defense out there tonight. The AC number 17, Evan Howard, back in the lineup. I know he was there Saturday, but the last game I did down in Newington against Conard, he wasn't there, and that made a big difference for the Newington Nor'easters. You never want to make an excuse of who wasn't there or anything like that, things of that ilk, but as an old former third-string backup netminder for the University of Stony Brook Patriots and Seawolves, you notice when you don't have your big stalwart defenseman in the lineup, and he wasn't there against Conard, but good to see him back out there tonight. They've got a real good defensive team. They're excellently coached. Great coach, Coach H. And, of course, like I said, it all starts with the goaltender. They got the brick wall back there, the big fella, number 29, and he is absolutely fantastic. He does a great job, Jeremy Wagner. And down at the other end, Hall, they come in 10-4. I got to tell you, That's a real good record for a team that's basically just 2 years old. So what did you think? What were your impressions of Hull when you saw them on Saturday? I've seen them a couple of times this year. I've only seen them against Conard, and now I'm seeing them against Newington. So I really have only seen them against the powerhouses of Division III. What was your takeaway on Saturday?
Teams against Newington, I feel like thus far, especially with them being the reigning state champs, it's obviously hard to compete with them. But a team like Hull, a young team, a newer team, they're definitely scrappy. They were going after the puck. Not the greatest puck control. If they had something that they needed to improve on, I'd say it'd be that. But if they get their stuff together, I think it'll be an interesting game here tonight.
Yeah, they got a lot of players that I like on this team. Hudson Hollander comes to mind, number 8. Owen Miller comes to mind. He likes to lay the lumber. He had a huge hit last year in a game that we were doing. And a couple of other players, Finley and Davazio also, Cohen, also do a nice job. So we are about a minute away from the end of warm-ups, ladies and gentlemen. So if you got anything to do on the honeydew list, I highly suggest that you get to it, because we're about ready to get underway. We're going to have the national anthem, then the starting lineups for each organization, and then the rest will come out, drop the puck, and we will be underway here from West Hartford. So we will be right back in just a moment with the start of the affair. You're watching the World Sports Broadcasting Network. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's an absolute blessing, honor, and privilege to be here with you tonight. Evan Oliver, a great 200-foot hockey player.
Number 13,
Harrison Ranger, a sniper.
Right wing, number 25, Cole Brandon.
Cole Brandon, love his game, tenacity.
Defender, number 17, Evan Howard.
Evan Howard, we talked about him in the pregame.
Defender, number 32, Ben Fialkovitz.
Ben Fialkovitz loves the hip check.
Goal, number 29, Jeremy Wagner.
And Jeremy Wagner getting the start in between the pipes, of course.
Starters are coached by David Harakowitz.
Coach Harakowitz.
Now the starting lineup for the Hall High Titans. At center, number 10, Owen Miller.
Owen Miller, I like his game a lot.
At right wing, number 8, Hudson Hollander.
Hudson Hollander, number 8.
At left wing, number 13, Owen Campbell.
Campbell, number
Wing
13.
defender, number 6, C.J. Cohen.
Very good defenseman.
Defenseman number 19, Jared Stevens. And
Very
in goal, number 1, Ethan Del Greco.
So it is Del Grego getting the start, number 1.
Colin O'Connor is assisted by Mike Pilas and Greg Jakes. At this time, we please ask you rise as we honor America and the brave men and women stationed around the world this evening defending our country, so that we can enjoy this evening's contest with the playing of our national anthem.
And we are ready to go, ladies and gentlemen, from the Veterans Memorial Rink here in West Hartford, Connecticut. The boys are now getting their helmets back on their heads. Everybody just about ready to get underway here between the Hall Titans and the Newington Nor'easters. Newington, the heavy favorite here tonight, coming in especially after the big win over the weekend. But, sometimes, you suffer that loss, and you come back out the next night, and it harkens back to the 1980 game when the USA lost 11-3 to the Soviet Union at Madison Square Garden, and of course played them just a short 12 days later. So I don't know if this one has those sort of implications on the line here, but Hall's got to be thinking,
Absolutely.
They got to come out. Hall's got to come out very fast. I think Newington's going to look to establish their will as the favorite and say, we whacked you on Saturday, we're going to whack you again, this time in your house. Hall's got to weather that storm, and then Hall, if they can exit this period either even or a goal up, I would call that a very big victory for the Titans.
The Titans definitely, their first thing on their resume is definitely to strike first. If they get that first score against the Nor'easters, it'll be a very good game, and I think it'll be competitive. But if they let Nor'easters strike first, I think it's going to be a long night for Hall.
So it's really a question who's going to step into the Cobra Kai dojo, strike first and strike hard. That's exactly what I believe Liam is trying to say, and saying it brilliantly. All right, we're about ready to get underway. We play 15-minute periods here in high school hockey. Icing and offsides are in effect. There is delayed offsides, and if you're shorthanded and you ice the puck, it is not icing. And if it's tied at the end of regulation, there will be 8 minutes of sudden death hockey, of 5-on-5 sudden death hockey, something I really always want to applaud the CIAC for having and maintaining, not giving into the pressure of making it 3-on-3 or 4-on-4. They let the boys settle it, and if it ends in a tie, it ends in a tie. So the CIAC does a great job with that. Fair is fair. All right, we're about ready to get underway. Oliver at center against Miller for the Titans. The ref drops the puck, and we are underway from West Hartford. The Nor'easters and the Titans here on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. Thank you so much for tuning in. Giveaway early on. Stepping up at the blue line. Laying the lumber into him early there. A nice hit there by Stevens.
Already that physicality.
Gotta like that. Gotta establish the home ice early on. Here comes Newington quickly now. Ranger with speed. Ranger to the outside, pulling the trigger. A nice job there by Cohen, getting the stick in the shooting lane. So a good start there by both organizations. An opportunity for Newington right off the bat. You can see the aggressive play there of the Titan defense, stepping up at the blue line, taking away the real estate early here this evening. 14:35 left to go here. The game just nicely underway. 0-0 is the score. Face off deep in the Hall zone. On by Finley. Finley sends it behind the net, but quickly on it there is Deegan. Deegan's a guy you got to keep your head on a swivel too. He'll take your head off. Back to the blue line it goes. Chipped ahead now. A 2-on-1 developing. Here's Finley. Finley's got Feingold. Poke checked away beautifully there by the Nor'easters, and back the other way now. Deegan. I think he may have put himself offsides. The refs say play on. Clearly the refs want to get to happy hour before the 2-for-1
Let him play.
Specials run out. Poking it ahead now, Fingold. Fingold couldn't get back to it. Nor'easters coming back the other way with it. Now here comes Grimm. Grimm on a 2-on-1. Grimm, beautiful backhand just out of the reach there of Munson. Munson tracks it down, trying to get it back to the blue line. Fingold, a little bit of a forearm shiver there. Quick shot through a screen. The first save. Del Grego, and it's a nice one right off the clavicle. You might call it the collarbone at home. Hall sends it out to center, deflected. I think it's going to roll for icing. My harm come go up. Play stop, and then it start up all over again. So good pace early on here. A couple of good hits from both organizations. The first shot goes to Newington here this evening. Hall looking ready to play, though, in my estimation. You got to be. You know the big dogs are coming to town. You know the champs coming to town.
It's definitely a little more hype behind this game for Hall, especially after that tough loss as well.
Like what I'm seeing thus far. And, in Newington, once you're the champions, you got that bullseye on your back. You can't take it off.
Absolutely.
Back the other way now. Here's Stone. Declan Stone in on the forecheck. Stone lays the lumber into him. Sends the young lad flying right back up. There's number 30, Fialkovitz. Got back to his feet. Wagner fights that one off. That's picked up quickly now by DeBazio. DeBazio trying to get it out in front. Good defense there by Newington, but kept in at the blue line. Little bit of give and go now. Sending it into the corner there is Gherkin. First on it there is Fialkovitz for the Nor'easters. They try to get it out. Can't do so. Now they'll try again. Tape-to-tape pass there for Petronio. Petronio got it out to center. And the Titans regroup. Good start to the game here for both organizations. As the puck's dumped in off of Fialkovich. Fialkovich sent it back up there to Evan Oliver. Back the other way now quickly. Here's Ranger. Ranger trying to weave his way in. Laid out from behind there. He's getting a big chunk of them. There was number 3, Adam Busey. So no icing is waved off by the officials as it's cleared but not out. Kept in nicely there by Croce. Croce number 23 in your scorecard kept the puck in. Titans get it back to the blue line. Croce, smart play there. Just dump it behind the other team's goal line and go to work. Here's Hollander now. Hollander hard around for Busey. Busey behind the net. Giving it up for Miller. Miller's got Hollander waiting for it. Doesn't get there. Back to the blue line it goes now. Out there quickly there was Cole Brandon. Player of the game for Newington last game. I love this young lad's tenacity. Plays the game the way it's meant to be played. Here's Ranger now. Ranger quickly down the right wing. Ranger got the puck in front. Nobody home. Away come the Titans now out to center. Grimm waiting for players to get back on sides. The ref says they did. I don't think the whole bench is agreeing with that. Trying to get the puck in front now. Bouncing puck. Eludes Howard and rolls out to center is Stribling. Backpedaling to get it. Stribling. Newington don't connect on the first pass. It's sent back in. The Titans regain the blue line and begin the forecheck as Howard rounds the net. Howard looking for the home run ball there right off the foot of Stribling. He wasn't over the red line yet, so the officials got together and said it was an icing. 11:25 left to go here in the opening stanza. 0-0 is the score. Still a scoreless affair here. Liam, what do you think we're seeing thus far?
For the Titans, I think they're definitely showing up a lot more physical and a lot more aggressive than they were the last game. And it's definitely doing a favor for them so far.
Quick shot right up the face-off. Wagner with the stop, and he'll hold on. The Titans have definitely brought their A game with them here at home tonight. Newington on a business trip. The road games have always got to be a business trip.
Yep.
All right, leaning in now, Deegan. Deegan against DeBazio. Billy DeBazio, number 5. In white. Deegan won the draw but couldn't get it out. Point to point it goes now. Hall trying to get the shot off. Goes off a leg and into the corner. Orsi tracks it down there. Orsi against Buckley. Buckley works him over. Into the corner it goes now. Stone. Stone with his second big hit here. Stone absorbs the hit and just turned around. Looked like he was deflecting a mosquito there. Stone, a wide body. Down the right wing now, letting the shot go. Wagner makes the stop there. Fought that one off as well. And sent out to center. And tracking it down. Grimm causing problems there, but nice job by Hall to come away with it. As Nikolai Avalsky got the puck out to center. Sent in. Grimm giving chase now. Grimm down the right wing. Grimm behind the net. Grimm got it out in front. Dangerously it lie there for a moment. Broken up nicely there by the defenseman Cohen. Back to the blue line. That was a pass from Buckley. He was looking for Grimm at the back door, and that just failed to click. Newington's first good pressure here of the stanza. Newington more of a grind-it-out type of team this year. They can score on the rush, don't get me wrong. Here's Stone now. Stone down the left wing. Stone lost his footing. Got it back. Stone got it back to the blue line now. Croce letting the shot go. Can of corn there.
Great save
for the netminder, Wagner. You got to either deflect it on this guy or you got to get eyes in front of him. No offense to Croce or anybody on Hall or anybody in the league. You're not going to beat Wagner with a shot like that unless he's not seeing it or it's deflected on the way in. He's just too good. You gotta wait a quick second, wait for someone to get in front of his eyes. Easier said than done. Very easy to say from up here, as is everything.
That's true.
What's going on down there is a lot different than what's going on up here. Thankfully so for everybody involved. McHugh got it behind the net. Back to the blue line it goes, letting the quick shot go. Nice quick shot there from the blue line there by Croce. Sent away now, bouncing puck. Over the blue line now is Brandon. Brandon putting the brakes on. Brandon lost his footing. Back for Howard. Howard made the move and got it down low. Hall doing a real nice job getting to the puck quickly and getting it out of their zone. Fialkovich giving chase now. Fialkovich under duress there. Fialkovich tried to turn. Not allowed to do so. And now put into a headlock behind the play is Fialkovich. And back the other way. Come the Nor'easters. Big hit from behind there, laying the lumber into him.
That could have been a nice pass right there.
Refs letting the boys play here tonight. Sending it hard around. On it there is Oliver. Oliver trying to get it in front. Can't do so. Met there by Hall. Bodies collide there in the corner. Newington walking away with it. Walking in, pulling the trigger. Deflected out of harm's way. As Stribling came off the boards with it with a little bit of room. So 9:02 left to go here in the opening stanza. Still a scoreless affair. So a good opportunity for everybody here to put in $5 a man on the first goal. And you at home as well. No reason to watch a hockey game and not have some sort of gambling going on it.
A little parlay.
Parlay. FanDuel likes parlays. I heard $16 billion were gambled on the Super Bowl yesterday. I myself had $1 on the Eagles. In the corner, I never bet more than $1. Out to center it goes now. Here's Grimm. Grimm down the right wing. Grimm trying to step to the inside.
Oh, man.
Couldn't cut back to the inside. Staying with him nicely there was Cohen. Stribling. Starts things at center ice. Dribbling. Found himself with a little bit of room there, but had to wait for his buddies to get back on sides. 8.5 left to go here in the opening stanza. Newington getting the puck back to the blue line. That's Grimm now covering the blue line. Kept it in. Took a advantageous hop there off the boards. Del Grego had to thwart it from coming back in front. Fialkovic now down the left wing. Fialkovic protecting the puck. Fialkovic run into there by Hollander. Hollander comes away with it for Hall. That's not going to get out as Grimm tracks it down. Grimm sends it back on the backhand. And Newington getting some fresh legs out there. Some fresh clouds, if you will, for the Nor'easters. Sent in by Fialkovic. And on the forecheck there was Petronio. Fialkovic sends it in again. So you can see the strategy here for Newington. Just get it deep and go to work. I like the strategy. Simple is best. Especially on the road behind the net. Now wrap around doesn't go. Just getting to it there. This Fialkovic at the blue line handles the bouncing puck. Petronio now pulling the trigger. That missed on the waffle side. Hollander at the end of his shift wisely just ices it. And Hollander will report back to the bench. That's what you call, oh no, icing is waved off. Wow, okay, so
They're
no
not a fan of the icing calls today, it looks like.
Clearly the ref has got a date. No, you don't mind that. It worked out for Hull anyway. They needed fresh legs, and that's what they got.
Yeah.
Here comes Brandon now. Brandon down the right wing. Brandon forced wide. Brandon left the puck in the corner. Coming over to help out there. Big hit there by Oliver.
My goodness.
I think that's going to be an interference call. As you can hear, the off-ice officials not agreeing with the on-ice officials here tonight. But that always happens when you're a ref. You put your arm in the air, and 50% of the people think you're the dumbest guy in the building. It's kind of like being president. No matter what you decide, not getting political, I'm just saying, no matter what you decide, people think,
Can't be right.
half of the world thinks you're wrong. So Oliver in the sin bin, 2 minutes for interference. It was a good hard hit in the corner, but perhaps the puck wasn't there. Nah, I don't know. Would I have called it if I was the official? Nah, I don't know. We'll see. Doesn't matter what I think, though. That and a dime will get you on the subway. Or a Metro card, I suppose. All right, so a power play here for the Titans with 7:09 left to go. Penalties are 2 minutes long. So it's a big chunk of the period. When the period's only 15 minutes and you get 2 minutes, that's way more than 10%. Here's Grimm now shorthanded. Grimm cutting to the inside. Grimm walking in, pulling the trigger. Deflected there. Nice job by Cohen.
Newington penalty on number 15, Evan Oliver, 2 minutes for interference.
So Oliver interference is the call. Again, you can't really argue with the call, though, but, you know.
Nothing you can really change, right?
Could have been let go.
Yeah.
Much like the holding call last night, I suppose we could say. I
That's
saw
a
that
whole other
part.
story.
I saw that part.
At least you know what set up the field goal.
I mean, I want to let everybody know the reason I did pass out, though, was we were in Rhode Island at 7 a.m. for 5 games. Behind the net it goes now. That's my excuse. Plus, I'm just old. And here's Miller now. Be 50 in a couple of weeks. So, getting up at 4 a.m. Used to go to bed at 4 a.m. Back to the blue line now. Cohen. Cohen walks around. Cohen letting the shot go.
Oh.
No, he hit the post. Oh, C.J. Cohen rang the dinner bell there, but no one was hungry enough to answer the call
here
for
we go.
supper. And here comes Grimm now, shorthanded. Down the left wing. Everybody getting back for the Titans is Hollander. Gets there with Finley. Grimm protects the puck behind the net, though. Cohen goes in and gave him a right chops there to the intercostal space as he came in. Grimm spilled behind the play there. No call. And again, the Newington faithful not happy with the officiating. Through the neutral zone now, Miller. They may have a case there as Grimm was spilled behind the play after taking the punch to the chops. But Grimm's a tough character, though. He'll be fine. Really good football player as well. Working now down low. 45 seconds to go on the man advantage for the Titans. Back to the blue line, Miller. Miller makes the move. Miller walking in. Miller sending it down low. Hollander, tough angle. Wagner squeezed the post there. Back to the blue line. Back to Hollander. Hollander, is it kept in? It is not. So delayed offsides. Newington sends it down. So they'll get some fresh penalty killers on there with 22 seconds remaining here in the opening in the power play. Excuse me, I apologize. 5:25 to go in the opening stanza. A nice play there by David Andrew to muck up the works through the neutral zone. Carrying it out now, Fingold. Fingold sending it hard around. Chasing it there is Campbell. Campbell behind the net lays the lumber into Fialkovitz. And pinching in now is Ghani. Ghani back to the blue line, walking the line, letting the shot go. Deflected. A nice stop there by Wagner as he soared through traffic. Back to 5-on-5, so a good kill by the Nor'easters. But Titans still in control here, letting the shot go off the butt end, and now Fialkovitz gathers it in. He tries to get it out. He sends a fluttering puck out to center ice, and it's tracked down there by Croce. Croce sends it across to his defense partner. Under 5 minutes to go here. And that doesn't get out. Knocked down quickly, Oliver. Oliver spilled for his efforts. And a penalty coming up here against the Titans.
It looks like night and day out here for Hall. It's a completely different team in this first period. Obviously, it's just the first period. Can't be too excited, but they're definitely coming out here to win. A lot better than last Saturday.
Well, they're looking good. They're hanging stride for stride here with the heavy favorite Newington Nor'easters. Looks like number 18 headed to the sin bin, Zach Gherkin. 2 minutes for tripping. So now right to the power play goes Newington. So special teams becoming a factor early on here as Ranger goes to the point on the power play. Ranger for Deegan. Deegan down low, trying to find it through traffic, though. Grego, he does. He's poking at it there was Grimm. Good puck movement there.
Zach Gherkin, 2 minutes for tripping.
So Gherkin, 2 minutes for tripping. And Newington already got a good scoring opportunity right off the faceoff. Faceoff so important on the power play. So important on the 5-on-5. Faceoff won there by the Titans. Howard kept it in nicely. Howard walks off the boards. Howard to center ice. Deflected and bounced around a couple of times in front. Tracked down by Miller, and he sends it all the way down. Left there for Deegan by Wagner. Wagner telling Deegan, don't pass it. I want the assist. Go end-to-end with it. Deegan not listening to the goaltender. Here's Miller now. Miller, shorthanded. Miller at the dot. Miller. Nice job by Deegan there to finish off his check. Sent Miller flying. That's how you finish your check. Here's Ranger. Ranger with speed. Ranger drops it off. That doesn't connect now. A 2-on-1 developing back the other way now. Hollander. Hollander walking in. Pulls the trigger. He just missed as he went to go glove side. Howard finishes off his check there against Miller, and Newington coming away with it now. They send it back for Deegan. Deegan up the right wing now for Oliver. Oliver at the dot. Oliver with room. Oliver pulls the trigger. Del Grego with the save. It's in the corner. Oliver. Oliver got it out in front. Dangerously it lie there. Still loose. Everybody kicking at it. Little bit of pushing and shoving there.
It's a physical game we got so far.
Grimm going at it there with Miller down low. Two big boys.
We got bodies going down every possession, it looks like here.
That really pleases the broadcaster. 3:18 left to go here in the opening stanza. 39 seconds remaining on the power play. A couple of good short-handed opportunities there for the Titans. As Hollander broke in all alone for a moment. All right, leaning in now is Finley. Finley against. That was Klemus, and it's sent all the way down. So 30 seconds remain on the power play here for Newington. Gathering it in now is Buckley. Buckley behind his own net. Hounded there. Buckley dangerously. A turnover down low. A chance for the Titans on the shorthanded. Trying to get it there. Wagner said, I had enough of this, and just pokes it into the corner. Sometimes the goaltender's got to take care of his own business. And Wagner did it just there. Petronio now over the blue line. Petronio peels back. Best play to do on the power play is just back up and set up again. That one deflected just wide. Nice dribbling. A shot there by Zorzak. Oh, excuse me, I apologize, by Buckley. And Petronio just walked in and just peeled back. And that gets everybody moving towards the goaltender, and then the options develop. Gretzky really made that a fine move back in the 80s. 2:34 left to go here. The penalty now over. So both teams have killed off. Power plays here. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play. So we'll see if we can have a little bit of 5-on-5 hockey. We haven't had 5-on-5 hockey in a while. I miss it. Nabazio. Although the refs have done a good job, don't get me wrong. Thus far. Still plenty of time for that to change. And the big hit there, that's going to be a penalty. Can't argue that one. I'm sorry, Stone.
Wow.
Now you got Brandon in a defenseless position there. You gotta lay off a little bit. I know you want to finish your check, and I get that, and it's not a terrible play by Stone, don't get me wrong, but No matter what, the ref's going to call it every
Just
time.
can't happen.
The ref's going to call it every time. Even though technically, it's arguably that it's really not a penalty because the puck's there, but when the guy's off balance, headed towards the boards, and you give him a little extra help, it's going to get called every
They can't
time.
let that slide.
It's just the way it is. So, well, so much for the dream of seeing 5-on-5 hockey. Right back to the power play. Go the Nor'easters. I can't argue with the officials on that one. The Stone is in the sin bin. 2 minutes for playing hockey too roughly with others. Ranger at the blue line. Ranger going for a walk. Ranger pulling the trigger. A laser beam misses and ends up all the way down the ice. 1 minute, 46 seconds left to go on the power play. The right wing it goes. There's Deegan. Deegan down the right wing. Deegan protecting the puck. Deegan behind the net. Leaves it for Ranger. Ranger for Howard. Howard thought about letting the shot go. Slipped off his stick. Howard recoils. Howard sends it down low. Cross ice pass out of man. Cutting to the cooker. That was Grimm. Now back for Howard. Howard one-timer releases the howitzer there. And I think they're going to say Grimm may have skated through the crease there. Yeah, if you touch the blue paint with your skates, it's supposed to be not a penalty, but like lacrosse where they blow it dead. So, in my opinion, another rule that is not necessary, but USA Hockey doesn't listen to anything I say.
Not yet.
No, they never will. They don't like me. Howard? No, they really don't like me. They said, please don't send any more letters. There's only so many restraining orders I could fight off. Here's Grimm now. Grimm into the corner. Grimm behind the net. Grimm with it. Grimm got it back to the blue line for Deegan. Moving along for Ranger. Ranger with the puck. Ranger for Grimm. Grimm right up the gut. Grimm pulls the trigger. Big stop. The rebound! Reaching back to make the save there was Del Grego as he robs the Nor'easters down low. A point-blank gorgeous save there by the netminder, Ethan Del Grego, as he made the initial stop and then somehow reached back with the mitt and put the big Mizuno on it there to make a gorgeous stop there by number 1 in white. Oh my goodness, what a dazzling save.
Absolutely. I'm not sure if that was the same goalie as Saturday, but if he is, he's definitely keeping that last game. He's putting it behind him.
Nothing short of brilliant there. As that shot doesn't get through. A huge save there with just a minute left to go here. In the opening stanza, Newington looking to get on the board here on the power play. They thought they were on the board just a moment ago, but the netminder, Del Grego, had other plans. On it now is Buckley. Buckley behind the net. Buckley taking his time. Send the puck out from Munson. Munson down the right wing. Munson left it there for Stribling. That goes off the leg of Cohen. CJ Cohen into the corner there doing battle. He's coming over to help out as Klimas. Klimas got it out in front now looking to pull the trigger. Big stop there by Del Grego. And the rebound is pushed aside. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. 20 seconds left to go. Behind the net now Stevens. Stevens just wants to keep it back there and let the clock end the period here. I think that's a good idea. Into the corner it goes now, but Newington peeling off the boards looking for one more opportunity. It may come, it may not. It did not. Sent away now. Here comes Wagner way out to play it. Wagner chips it ahead, and that's going to do it. So there's the buzzer, ladies and gentlemen, and your opening stanza comes to a close. A very entertaining period there. A beautiful stop by Del Grego, and your score at the end of 1, the Nor'easters 0, the Titans 0. We will be right back in a few moments with your intermission report and the start of the second stanza. Enjoy the intermission. Make yourself that sandwich. Pour that sarsaparilla, and we'll see you back here in a minute.
Yeah. There you go. Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Oh my, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a fantastic intermission. Hope you got everything done that you wanted to get done. Hope you made that sandwich. Hope you helped your kids with the homework. I prefer just to give the kids a calculator and say, good luck, here you go. But the wife insists that I help. What a fantastic opening period we had here, Liam. A 0-0 score. Both teams really going at it. What did you think of the first period? I enjoyed it.
I mean, definitely for Hall, they have to be happy about that first period, because in the last game, I'm pretty sure they allowed at least 2 goals in the first period. The fact that it's knotted up here and they still have an opportunity to strike first, I think they have to be excited about how this game's going for them so far.
Yeah, I think they've done very, very well. They've been very physical. Not overly physical period, but Hall with a couple of good hits. Newington with a couple of good hits. Not a tremendous amount of opportunities, but clearly the best one, the big stop by Del Grego there at the end of the period on the power play. There were a lot of power plays. Both teams, Newington is 0 for 3 on the power play, and Hall 0 for 1. We'll see if we get a little bit more of 5-on-5 hockey here in the second stanza. So 2 good teams going at it. Newington and Hall about ready to get started here for the second stanza. So what are you looking for in the second period here?
I mean, I guess the easy thing to say here would just to be a score, but
you have the over? Is that why you have the over? Oh, you do.
So over half a goal in the second period. But just the more physicality between both of these teams, I think that's been a very entertaining part. Just more overall pretty good hockey that we've been seeing already.
I think we're going to see Newington open up the game a little bit and try and get some odd man rushes going, take some more chances. I think Hall's doing a real good job slowing him down, maybe even frustrating him a little bit. And I think you're going to see Newington really try to spread them out, trying to hit the home run ball and try to get the speed that they have utilized to their advantage here. So 0-0 is the score. The Zamboni has done what Zambonis do. The refs are back out on the ice. You're back from walking the dog, and we're about ready to start the second stanza here from West Hartford between the Newington Nor'easters and the Hall Titans. We'll be right back in a moment with the start of the second period. Thank you so much for joining us on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. No, my, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The second stanza are about ready to get underway here from West Hartford. The boys are back out on the ice. The music is back on the speaker. And the goaltenders are limbering up the groins as we speak. All right, we're about ready to get underway. The ref blows the whistle. Still waiting on the first goal here from either organization. Neither team has a power play to start the period, which is good. I always, of course, prefer 5-on-5 hockey, but I can't really get on the officials for some of the calls. There was only one I would have said maybe was questionable, but that at best, the officiating, I think, has been good. All right. The Hall gathering around their coaching staff and bench. Newington on the ice, ready to go. Oliver getting the start on defense with Fialkovitz. Number 15, Evan Oliver. Number 13, Harrison Ranger. Number 25, Cole Brandon. Out there for the Nor'easters. Looks like it's going to be Miller, Campbell, Hollander, Cohen, and Stevens, the starting 5 for Hall here. The second period is underway. And right away we see Ranger with speed. Ranger trying to pull the trigger. Cohen came over, blocked the shot. Sent Ranger down. Ranger right back up. Fialkovitz keeping it in. Fialkovitz, 2 for a quarter. Kept it in the second time as well. Cohen didn't get a lot on it there. That one fluttered. He wanted to send it deep. Got to keep that stick closed, as I tell my daughter all the time when she's playing defense. When she flutters the puck out, she knows she's going to owe Daddy some push-ups when she gets home. A high angling ball now down, all the way down, trying to chase it down there. Hollander. Icing was the call there. As running into him there after the whistle was Howard. Howard will tell you it was just my momentum. I would never do such a thing on purpose like that. How am I supposed to know there was an icing coming? So he may have gotten away with one there, and if you can get away with it, why not? Shaking up a little bit behind the play is Hollander. Hollander looking up, saying, all right. This is the beauty of hockey, though. Hollander can look up. The guy's got a big number on his back, number 17. Say, all right.
Get him right back.
That's right. You got to police yourselves out there, like we used to do back in the day around the block on Old Glenda Drive. We used to go over to Tacker and Maple, and their parents used to tell our parents they can't play here. They play too rough. True story. Back the other way now. Here comes Fingal. Fingal down the left wing. Grimm on the back check. Well, I think Newington seems to have come out of the locker room in a bit of a foul mood. Perhaps Coach H used a couple of colorful metaphors during the intermission to get the team fired up. That's kept in at the blue line. Nice play there by Yavalski. Behind the net it goes now. Newington certainly coming out with a couple of big hits early on and finishing their checks, but Hall, again we see Hall frustrating them though. Newington not coming out of the zone cleanly. As good puck pressure as it's been all night here. As Finley works it over in the corner, coming over to help out there. There's McHugh. And away comes Grimm now. Grimm, perhaps a 2-on-1 now. Grimm down the left wing. Grimm putting the brakes on, spinning around, letting the shot go. He scores! Josh Grimm on the spinorama move, as he looked like one of those players in the USA versus USSR game that used to be in the bowling alley. You put the quarter in, they'd play the Russian national anthem, the puck would drop from the ceiling, and guys would just go up and down and spin around. That's exactly what Grimm looked like on that goal. So 1-0 is your score as Newington gets on the board. A nice job there by Newington and by Grimm.
He waited for his turn, did that little spin, and he won.
It was a 2-on-1. He was caught from behind by Croce, but Croce went by. Grimm stood, let the shot go. Perhaps catching the goaltender, Del Grego. A little bit off guard there. I think Del Grego will tell you that's one I should have back. But most important shot for every goaltender is always the next shot.
Goal scored by number 22, Josh Grimm.
No assist coming there as Grimm is unassisted. Good cycling here by the Nor'easters as they continue. And now it's sent away to center as Fialkovitz tracks it down. Fialkovitz hounded there by DeBazio. Fialkovitz got it out on one hand. Waiting for it there was Orsi. Orsi tried to get it in front. Coming back to help out there was Howard. Howard just flips it out to center. Pouring it down there was Gherkin. Gherkin with the white gloves out there. I like that. Looking a little bit like Alfred the Butler. Gherkin got it back to the blue line, letting the shot go there. It was Miller. It's wide as Fialkovitz tracks it down. So 12.5 left to go here. 1-0 is your score. A goal by Grimm. Really love Grimm's game. I mean, what's not to like? The guy does everything on both ends of the ice. And
He's everywhere.
And he's got a mean streak to him, too. He's got that look in his eye, too. I've seen him off the ice. He's got that, that's the guy you don't want to mess with in the bar at 3 o'clock in the morning. Not that these guys are out at the bar yet, but maybe they will be Sunday. There's always that one guy in the gin mill you don't want to mess with.
And he is that guy.
He might be. It was never me. I mean, I was always friends with those guys. I tried to stay as close.
Yeah, that's better.
I tried to stay as close to those guys as I could. I had two really good friends, still some of my best friends in the world, that make me look tiny. And they probably prevented me from getting into more trouble than I am aware of.
Those are the guys you got to have by your side, though.
Yeah, these things happen at 3 in the morning. Hard around now. Harrison Ranger trying to get the puck out. Couldn't do so. Chance in front now. Letting the shot go. They score! Owen Campbell buries the biscuit for the Titans. As they work the puck down low, Campbell with the one-timer, and the Titans answer right back. 1-1 is your score.
That was a beautiful pass also to get him in that opportunity.
Got the puck in front. Campbell let the shot go. I thought for a moment Wagner had it in his glove by his body language, but then I saw the bench erupt, and I figured, well, chances are the puck's in the back of the net.
And just like that.
That's exactly how you answer on home ice. So the Titans, an impressive response here. So what was a scoreless game, no longer. Here's Grimm now. Grimm walking in, looking for his second. Grimm behind the net, trying to get it back in front.
With an assist from number 8, Hudson Hollander.
There's Hollander.
Number 10, Owen Miller.
It was Hollander who made the pass there. Grimm got leveled into the goal mouth. And as the goaltender Del Grego coming over and saying, could you please leave my crease, please? That'd be great. Thank you very much. Grimm saying, I will as soon as I can gather my faculties. So a power play coming here as the Titans. Looks like Croce headed to the sin bin. Looks like Grimm's going to head to the sin bin too. So 2 minutes for each of them. Basically a timeout for a couple of teenagers. They're playing too roughly with one another. Unless there's an extra 2 handed out, we'll see. The goaltender Del Grego kept his cool though.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. I grew up watching Billy Smith from the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum, and if there was a chance of a guy lying in my crease, that's what the waffle's for, right under the chin. It's a very solid piece of equipment. You'd be surprised. Perhaps a butt end to the larynx. Like I said, they didn't let us play on Tacker and Maple. We did things differently on Glenda. Trying to get the puck out now. Here is McHugh. McHugh sending it behind the net. There's a whistle here. So each player got 2 minutes for roughing here, but I'm not sure what's going on. The door is open to the Newington penalty box. They just dumped the puck in. I don't know. Is it on the bench? It might be a bench minor. I'm not sure. For disagreeing a little bit too much with the officials, perhaps.
Newington coach doesn't seem too happy either.
Not at all. Let's see here. The ref never seemed to leave the area, and then all of a sudden the play got dumped into the hole zone, and well, the PA announcer, I'm sure, will let us know what's going on. He's doing a great job.
Nobody wants to talk to you.
And now the fans are yelling at one another.
Stay classy.
This is what I like. This is why you come to the arena. And now the Hall coach saying, all right, can we get things rolling here?
Yeah, what's going on here?
I think it's a penalty on Newington for something. I can tell you that. Let's see. I think it's a bench minor, really, if I had to guess. So they'll let us know. They haven't put anybody else in the bench yet, though. In the penalty box, excuse me. Now the ref over explaining things to the... They don't have a penalty on the board either, but it's got to be on Newington. They got 4 skaters out there, so...
Huh.
All right, so it's going to be a power play for Hall.
Fair enough.
As far as you know. As far as I know. As far as anybody knows. All right, looks like Klimas is headed in. That's Hazlitt headed in. He's serving the penalty, so yeah. I think it's a bench minor. It wasn't a guy who was on the ice. I guess the ref didn't like the tone of the coach's questioning of his call.
Sometimes it's that easy.
It is when you got the orange stripes and the whistle. Got to respect my authority. All right, here come the Titans now on the power play. Chipped ahead now, shorthanded. Here comes Ranger. Ranger, nice job there on the edge work by Gert. Yep.
Being served by number 5, Logan Haslam.
It is a bench minor to the Newington bench, so the coaching staff, I guess that's something the ref didn't want to hear. Sent all the way down. Left there by Del Grego. Del Grego left it there for Gherkin, so a power play here for Hall as they just tied the game just moments ago. Over the blue line, and is it a penalty on Hall now? Interference is the call. Oh, that one is against Miller. So Owen Miller now in the sin bin, 2 minutes for interference. Now, back in the day, we'd call that a makeup call there, Liam.
Indeed.
And we'll see. Of course, I don't think the refs would want to hear that. I did tell you the story that the ref was...
Owen Miller, 2 minutes for interference.
We're never going to see 5-on-5 hockey again, are we? All right, 4-on-4. The next minute and 20 seconds. I did have a ref yell at me one time at the end of the game, at the end of a broadcast.
Really?
Yeah, true story. Back to the blue line. We'll get to it in a moment. As Howard lets the shot go. Howard, excuse me. A nice stop there by Del Grego. Along the boards now it goes, behind the net. Tracking it down there is Stevens. Stevens running to there by Stribling. Stribling fell at an awkward time. Glad to see him hop back up there. Fell right in front of. I hate when guys fall right on the boards. Bouncing puck, Fialkovitz. I love good rough hockey, ladies and gentlemen, big hits, but I'd like to see the lads fall towards the bottom of the boards right in front of it. So I'm glad he's all right. Stribling right back up now, back to the blue line, just out of the reach of Deegan. And Howard tracks it down. Howard under duress there. Howard, nice job to go back and recover it. And here comes Deegan now. Deegan with speed. Deegan lays it out. Stribling walking in, pulling the trigger. A big stop there by Del Grego, and there'll be no further play. A little bit more pushing and shoving behind the play there is Deegan. Got together there with DeBazio. Yes, I was doing a game down in Bridgeport for Fairfield the night the Giants were playing the Eagles. The game started at 7. The Eagles and Giants game started about 8:15. So all of a sudden, about 8:20, 8:30, they stopped calling icings. So I'm like, oh, clearly the guy wants to get home to watch the Giant game, right? I didn't think it was anything out of line.
Respectable.
Yeah, I wanted to too. I was happy he wasn't calling him. I was complimenting him. So after the game, he's like, he's like, you. And I'm like, what? And he was still in his reffing outfit. He didn't even change. He's like, I heard you said I was missing icing calls because I want to go home and watch the Jet game. And I said, sir, the Jets never play this time of year. I would never say such a thing. I said, it's the Giants. And he goes, well, whatever. I'm from Canada. I don't watch your football. I said, all right, then. I guess you missed the icing calls then.
They got their own football up there, too.
So, yeah. So, got to be careful what I say. It might be the same guy here tonight. You never know. I don't know. I don't remember what he looked like. I was stunned. I was very happy that somebody must have been watching the broadcast and got the word to him. I felt like kind of a big deal. Well, 4-on-4 hockey, as we've all become accustomed to here at home. Sent in and tracking it down is Gherkin. Gherkin, 1-1 is the score. A real good hockey game here tonight, though, in all seriousness. As Finley trying to come away with it. Out to center it goes. Tracking it down is Munson. Munson tried to go right up the gut. That eluded everybody. No icing. Well, the Giants aren't playing tonight, so I don't know. Just no icing. Circling the wagons now, Deegan. Deegan has got Howard to his right. Sends it over for Buckley. Buckley down low. Buckley backing up as Grimm and Buckley switch places. The puck does not. Left on Buckley's stick. Down for Ranger at the goal line. And now all three players cycling there. Over for Howard, who releases the howitzer. That just missed. That's a set play there by Newington. That's Howard's spot. They like to get everybody drawn into the corners. They weave in and out with the puck, and then Howard just creeps down and lets that shot go. He's got a hard, heavy shot. He missed on that one. Hard around and all the way down it goes. So that's going to do it. As we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Somehow that's not icy. I'm not mad, Mr. Official, if someone of your loved ones is tuning in. Ranger sending it in. Knocked down before it got to the goal line. Cross-ice pass there. Oh, that is high risk, low reward pass there. Actuary would never sign off on that one. This Hall getting a little lackadaisical in their own zone here, and he'll afford to do that against a talented team like the Nor'easters. Hall's got to get back to getting it up the boards and out hard. Even if you ice it, it's better than a turnover at the blue line. Newington sending it back in as they complete a player change. 7:37 left to go. Pass right up the gut, trying to catch them in a player change now. Cutting in. Nice job there to cut over by Buckley. Dislodged the puck. Hard around it goes, tracking it down to Bazio. Back to the blue line, pinching in nicely there was Gherkin. Away comes Newington now, a 4-on-1. Down the right wing they go, Petronio. Petronio at the dot, slides it over, a big stop there. Sliding, doing the reverse snow angel, trying to find it, still loose. The netminder 3 feet out of the crease, bodies go flying there. As DeBazio lays the lumber into Klimas. What a stop once again by Del Grego. As Del Grego went sliding by, trying to stop himself. Made the save and then just kept going right past the post and reached back with his arm. Another big stop there by Del Grego. That was a 4-on-1 for the Nor'easters.
And getting a pat on his back for good reason there.
He made the initial save. I believe it was off of Buckley from the pass from Petronio. And then all chaos broke loose. I'll tell you, Hall got away with a cross check on that one, though. Cohen just two-handed the guy right across the back, sent them flying. Well, if the ref don't call it, it's not a penalty. Fans very impatient here tonight, Liam. I myself am enjoying myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, life's meant to be enjoyed. It's a good hockey game. So it takes a couple extra seconds.
Right?
It's a real good hockey game. Face off deep in the hole zone. The Titans coming away with it. They get it out to center. Howard tracking it down there, hounded by Campbell. Howard using the big body there to protect the puck. Ranger got it out to center now for Brandon. Here comes Cole Brandon. We haven't seen Cole Brandon out there in a while. This is not on the power play of the penalty kill. If you're not on the power play of penalty kill, you haven't played in about an hour. Hope he's loosened up. Sent all the way down. Now a foot race with speed. Getting to it now is Campbell. And Howard recovered nicely to go get the puck. Howard absorbs a big hit there by Hollander. Howard fought it off there. We said Hollander was going to be seeking revenge on number 17, and there it was a little bit. Down the right wing now, Brandon. Brandon pulls it to himself, lets the shot go. He scores! Cole Brandon buries the biscuit there from Newington. Howard fought off the hard check and still got the puck out, and Brandon, 200 feet later, buries the biscuit for the Nor'easters. And just like that, with 6 minutes and 24 seconds left to go, the champions take the lead. 2-1 is your score. What a sniper shot there. Cole Brandon.
Great shot.
Great job by Howard, though. He took the hard hit, but had the wherewithal to still get the puck out. And that's going to do it for 5-on-5 hockey. Gotta be kidding me. All right, so Deacon headed to the box now. He apparently interfered with the guy right off the face-off dot, which is exceptionally hard to do, considering the puck is dropped right at your feet.
That's true.
But interference is the call, so. Boy, oh boy. As I was saying, Brandon hasn't played much because obviously he's not on the penalty kill or the power play. He gets out there, scores a goal, and now he's going to be like, really, Mr. Official? Really? I just scored?
Newington goal scored by number 20.
Power play for Hall here. Quick shot saved by Wagner. The rebound, Wagner making the save. Out in front. They score! Declan Stone buries the biscuit there for Hall. It's a power play goal. They answer right back. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the Titans just simply will not go away. Every time Newington has scored, Hall has had the answer very quickly. And 2-2 is your score.
Lots of action in the second period, too.
The fourth goal here in the second period. It was scoreless just 9 minutes ago. Well, you got to like the intestinal fortitude of this Titan organization. Every time Newington has scored, the Titans have answered right back.
All goal scored by number 14, Declan Stone.
Newington with a chance in front now. Back to the blue line. Pulling the trigger was Howard. Knocked away quickly there by Campbell. Campbell up for Hollander. Hollander against Fialkovich. Hollander, nice play by Fialkovich to stay with it. Off the boards it goes now. Down the left wing is Grimm. Grimm run into there. Nice job by Croce. Croce lost the handle on it. Oh, that's a Titan sandwich right there on Newington bread. Back the other way now. Here comes Hall. Down the right wing. Tried to get it up there. Nice job there by Howard as he paws it down looking like a grizzly bear pouring out a salmon swimming upstream to spawn. As he lets the shot go, dribbling in the corner. Dribbling back to the blue line it goes. Buckley with the move there. Run into. Sent ahead now. Hollander in a foot race. Hollander against Howard. Howard with those big long strides. Wins the puck and gets it out. All the way down. That might be on net, so it might not be icing. No, icing is the call.
There we go.
So 5:04 left to go. Mark it down. Icing. With 5 minutes and 4 seconds left to go here in the second stanza. 2-2 is your score. What a great game we are being privy to here tonight, Liam.
Absolutely. We got that physicality and that defense in the first period, and now we got a little bit more offense coming out in the second.
Well, you know, I love to say I told you so. Exactly how I felt things were going to go. I thought Newington was going to come out and open things up, and that may have also led to a couple of Hall opportunities. And Hall.
Yeah, Hall's been doing a great job responding.
They have. 2 times Newington's taken the lead. 2 times Hall has answered right back. Here's Ranger now. Well, you don't go 10-4 by accident either. You know, 10-4 is a pretty good record. And a very tough conference, too. Down low now on the backhand.
man.
That just missed by Ranger. I thought the ref's arm was in the air for something. About to go pontificate. And I'll hold off. Hopefully it'll be 5-on-5 the rest of the way. There's Brandon out there, 5-on-5. Wheeling and dealing now. Here comes Brandon. Brandon at the dot. Brandon letting the shot go. Big stop. The rebound. Goes pushed just wide. Brandon really can sniper it. A nice stop there by Del Grego. 4:09 left to go here. 2-2 is your score. A real pressure cooker starting to overflow in West Hartford tonight. As Oliver getting the Jets going. Big stop there. Top of the crease by Del Grego. And there'll be no further play. Under 4 minutes to go now here in the second stanza. The middle stanza, Shakespeare's favorite stanza. I learned that in college, ladies and gentlemen. I also learned that you get higher grades the less you go to class. Along the boards now, trying to get it in front. No, that was true. There was a direct correlation. Here's Fialkovitz now. Fialkovitz down the left wing. Fialkovitz trying to get it in front. All the way back out. Howard kept it in. Nice job by Howard with one hand to keep it in. Here's a giveaway now, trying to walk right up the gut. Klimas, who wouldn't settle down for him, and back the other way now quickly. Through the neutral zone, wheeling and dealing is Gherkin. Gherkin lost the handle on it. Into the corner it goes now. Body comes off the glass. Sent back in there by Cohen. Howard turns to the forehand. That's a good example right there, ladies and gentlemen. If you got a young defenseman or defense lady at home, when you're facing your own goaltender, you always want to go out on the forehand unless absolutely necessary. And you saw Howard quickly pick up the puck and shift right to his forehand as a left-hander. I'm making a note of that, showing that to my daughter when I get home tonight. I'll wake her up if I have to. Well, I always say athletics before education. Walking in now, Finley. Finley letting the shot go. Not kidding. Ask the wife, she'll tell you. Along the boards, I've been telling my kids for years, any fool could be miserable in a cubicle. Walking in now, pulling the trigger. A waffle save there by Wagner. Trying to get it now, Fingold. That one leapt up on the windowsill, Stribling. Pushed it ahead to center quickly now, Deegan. The ice seems a bit choppy out there tonight. The puck keeps rolling off of everybody's sticks. And back the other way now, McHugh. McHugh over the blue line, McHugh dumping it in. Behind the net it goes now. 2.5 to go, up for Stribling. Stribling chipping it ahead, Deegan giving chase, down the left wing. Deegan first on it there, Deegan has the stick lifted, goes right by Stribling, good puck support to come get it. Out for Grimm. Grimm down low, touching it in front there with Stribling. That was a good play. Newington's so good at the cycle down low. Sent ahead now, Hall. Got a man lurking there was Hollander. Hollander trying to cut it across. Nice job by Grimm to get back and block that. And back the other way now quickly. Here's Oliver. Oliver cutting to the inside. Oliver lost the handle, lost the footing. Puck rolls towards the goaltender. And gotten out of there quickly by Campbell. Campbell couldn't get it out though. Now Hall does get it out to center. Newington regroups there. Trying to get the puck in. Big hit there along the boards is Campbell. Worked over by Oliver. Grimm pushes it back. A bouncing puck at center ice. Knocked down by the Titans. Here comes Campbell now. Campbell over the blue line. Campbell stepping to the outside. Campbell, a beautiful drop pass. Hollander pulls the trigger. That missed on the glove side. A battle ensues. One there by Campbell. Hall starting to win the loose pucks now a little bit as the net has come off its protective moorings. 1 minute, 23 seconds left to go here. 2-2 is your score. An excellent hockey game here tonight from West Hartford, a Division III battle in the CIAC between the Nor'easters and the Hull Titans. Face-off won by Newington, but quickly Hull again. We see them pressuring the puck. That one's kept in at the blue line by Stevens. Stevens flutters it towards the netminder, Wagner. Utilizing the waffle there to get it out for Fialkovitz. Ranger up ahead. Ranger got it on the stick of Oliver. Hopped over his stick though. It's knocked down by Quirk. Quirk trying to get the puck up. Newington in the last minute here. Would love to take the lead into the locker room with them. Hall certainly would like to prevent that from happening and perhaps get the lead themselves. That one angled out to center ice it goes. The Titans can't get it out. Newington regains the blue line and sent back out to center. Sent over for Fialkovitz now. Fialkovitz hard along the boards, knocked down at center ice. Good hand-eye coordination there by Azovsky. Azovsky lost the handle on it, sent ahead, tracked down by Gherkin. Gherkin quickly moves it up the boards. Here's a chance now. Down the left wing is Oski. Oski got a man cutting to the cooker off the stick of Bucci, and into the corner he goes. Bucci laid out in the corner. He's still down. He's getting back up. Gathers his faculties there. That one sent hard off the glass, up for Grimm with 7 seconds left. He's got time. Grimm over the blue line. Grimm with the toe drag. Grimm walking in on the backhand. He scores! The Grimm Reaper.
There's some sauce on that one.
With 1.9 seconds left to go. Oh, that is a backbreaker for the Titans. Well,
that was some magic right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you, big players scored big goals at big moments. And that's a huge goal there by Grimm. And then he gets his groove on at center ice. Why not? Hey, you score, you can dance however you like. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen. What a huge goal there for the Nor'easters, as Grimm picked up the puck right at the blue line with 7 seconds left to go. And Newington will leave the ice leading this one. 3-2 is your score. We'll be right back with the second submission report in just a moment. Thank you so much for tuning in. Your score at the end of 2, the Nor'easters 3, the Titans 2. Enjoy your intermission, everybody. We'll see you back here in a few minutes.
Wow.
Oh my, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second period intermission report. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner, along here with my main man behind the mic and producing here, and color man. He's wearing many hats here today.
Doing it all.
Mr. Liam, and doing a fantastic job. Well, Liam, boy, I'll tell you, we were saying how great the defensive prowess was in the opening stanza, and then the second period comes along. 5 goals are scored.
Little
3 by Newington, 2 by Hall. Yeah, 180, 270, 360, 420, whatever it takes. I was never good at geography, but oh my goodness, I mean, talk about a tale of two cities. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It went from 0-0 to 3-2. So, I mean, what do you think of that second period? Boy, I'll tell you, it was something else.
Completely different style of play compared to the first period. And it makes you even more excited for the third period here. I have no idea what to expect here. It can go either way still. Only a 1-point lead for the Nor'easters. Should be a really exciting third period.
Well, fortunately for the fans at home, I have an idea what's going to happen in the third period because, as you know, from my prediction after the first period, I don't like to give myself nicknames or titles upon myself. But, however, if you want to call me a hockey prophet, please, don't hold back. Don't worry about it. No, I think we're going to go back to the tight game that we saw in the first period. I think Newington's got the lead now. They've had the lead. This is the third time they've had the lead tonight. They were up 1-0. Hall came back up 2-0. Hall came back. And then Josh Grimm, with just under 2 seconds left to go, scored an absolutely beautiful highlight goal. He was wheeling and dealing, looked like a hot knife through butter, put the stick on the backhand or put the puck on the backhand, buried the biscuit with 1.9 seconds left to go, and Newington left the ice dancing and in a good mood with a 3-2 lead. What do you say, to Hall? What do you think they're saying in the locker room right now? Because that's tough on in between the years. I'm emotionally fragile. I'd be in the locker room crying my eyes out if I was the goaltender. But that's just me.
You have to give a lot of props over to the Titans as well for even because compared to last Saturday, this is a completely different team out there. I believe it was a 6-2 victory for the Nor'easters. So they're doing a great job just coming out here and putting up a fight at least, making it a one-score game for the third period. They should be proud of themselves.
Yeah, I guess I'm not a big moral victory type of guy. I'm a results-based. I tell my kids all the time. Parenting is a results-based industry. Of course, my wife frowns upon that sort of parenting, but that's another story for the podcast. But anyway, that's just a real dagger to the heart, though. Right at the end of the period, if I'm Hall, I got to come out flying and try and get that right back. They've answered twice so far. Now we'll see if they can answer one more time. The score is 3-2. The Grim Reaper, Josh Grimm, with 2 there in the second period. One with 1.9 seconds left to go. Just a gorgeous goal. It's been a great game. I'm looking forward to the third period. You should be looking forward to the third period. It's going to be excellent. Open up that fresh bag of purple Doritos that you've been holding on to. Forget about the Funyuns. It's a purple Dorito bag night. The third period about ready to take place right here on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. Oh my, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The third and final chapter of this unwritten story about ready to be unveiled right before your very eyes and ears here on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner, along here with my cameraman, producer, and color man, Mr. Liam here tonight. We are fired up. The boys are back out on the ice. I hope you had a fantastic intermission. And we're ready to go here, a one-goal game, as we said. Josh Grimm with a goal with 1.9 seconds left to go in the second stanza. And you know, when you're the big underdog and the favorite scores a goal like that, well, I'll tell you, it's real tough to swallow. Hall's got to come out flying here in the first 5 minutes of the third period, because you don't want to go down by 2 to a team. I don't like to use the word superior because that's not really fair, but to a team, let's be honest, they're the defending champs. So they are the favorites here. So Hall is going to want to tie up the game as quickly as possible. Not that that's any sort of rocket science analysis there, but they should come out flying and be angry about the goal that they let up with 1.9 seconds left to go.
Definitely. And hopefully that coach gave them a good talk as well, because they need it right now more than any time. So.
They're a very, very good coach team. They don't have an overabundance of speed or size, and I'm not knocking the lads out there, because what they lack in those sorts of abilities, they have plenty of effort, and they have a system that they stick to. Good goaltending, a very well-coached team. And I was looking, they've only lost to Conard, Newington, and they lost to a Division II team. So really, outside of the two top dogs in Division III, Hall's undefeated. I know, again, that's a different way of looking at it, but this is no slouch of a team here. They're doing, and they're, more than holding their own here tonight, but there's a third of the game left to go here. So we'll see how the Titans respond as the ref drops the puck. And the third and final stanza of regulation is underway as Howard quickly moving the puck up. That's knocked down by Hollander. Hollander couldn't corral the puck, sent all the way down. Miller takes it from the netminder, Del Grego. All around it goes. Pinching in there with Howard. Howard couldn't keep it in. Hit it center ice there by Andrew. Here's a chance now in front, trying to corral the puck. It was Miller. He got it to Hollander. Hollander pulls the trigger. He scores! And for the third time tonight, the Hall Titans have answered the bell right after Newington has taken the lead. This one took only 30 seconds into the third and final stanza. Oh my goodness. I'll tell you, this whole team, they are really made of something special. They came out of the locker room, they got the tying goal, and just like that, buckle up, ladies and gentlemen, there's a long way to go. 3-3 is your score. How about that?
The coach definitely said the right thing to these kids coming out of the locker room.
Boy,
that's
oh boy.
for sure.
I'll tell you. Here's Hollander.
Hudson Hollander with an assist from number 10, Owen Miller.
So Hollander from Miller. Those two have gotten together before for a goal, and back the other way now quickly. Here's Buckley. Up for Grimm. Grimm looking for the hat trick. Grimm down the left wing. Grimm shrugs off the check there. Grimm dancing. Leaves it. The official got in the way there. Cleared and out to center. I'll tell you, Grimm looking for the hat trick here. And you know, if you get the hat trick, ladies and gentlemen, you get to name what flavored ice cream you get on the way home. I know that applies in the 8 and under division. I'm sure it still applies here for high schoolers.
I hope so.
You would think so. You don't want to take, the fun out of everything. All around it goes. I know things are a little bit more serious in the high school division. There's a quick shot there by Stripling, and holding on is Del Grego. Hollander from Miller once again. Top line for the Titans. The answer is back. So the third time tonight that the Titans have tied the score. They trailed 1-0, 2-0, and 3-0. Which, if you're mathematically sound, you already figured that out. However, for those at home who weren't a bookie in college, happy to explain it to you. Well, the internet ruined my career, Liam. The internet ruined my career. Hard around it goes. Keeping it in there was Quirk. Oh boy, I'll tell you, I love the 2003 Marlins. Out to the blue line now. Howard letting the shot go. That went off McHugh. Howard with it again. Howard, cross corner dump in. Hard off the boards. Newington maintains possession for Fialkovitz. He sends it down. That's knocked down, and here come the Titans now back the other way. Through the neutral zone they come. Sidestepping the hit there by Oliver. Newington recovers the puck and sends it out to center. On it there, Ovalsky. Ovalsky sends it in. Under 13 minutes to go here. 3-3 is the score. Hall stealing the puck, trying to get it in front. Nice stop there by Wagner as he held on. Didn't move off his post there. Finley behind the net. Wagner's so tall, he goes down on one knee and his head is still at the crossbar. And he still covers the upper part of the net while he's down on one knee.
And that's the guy you want, really. Just swallows up the net.
I remember when I was growing up, Darren Pupa for the Buffalo Sabres was about 6'4", 6'5", and they said he's too tall to play goalie. You can't play goalie that big. Yeah, now that's about average in the NHL.
Yep.
Back the other way now, Deegan. Deegan with speed. Deegan down the right wing. Deegan at the dot. Deegan pulling the trigger. Oh, he hit the post. Cleared but not out. Kept into the blue line. Grimm. Grimm has it poke checked away there by Orsi. Nice poke check there. Kept in by Buckley defending. Deflected down low. Ranger quickly on it. Ranger back to the blue line. Munson battling to keep it in there. Munson won the battle. Got it in there around Stone. Now Ranger trying to find it. Here's Stone now. Stone got it out to center and sending it all the way down. Looks like it's going to be wide of Wagner. So icing is the call there with 11:42 left to go. 3-3 is your score. It doesn't get any better than this, ladies and gentlemen.
Indeed.
Two heavyweight teams here in Division III of the CIAC going at it here tonight for your entertainment purposes at home and across the globe. All right, so the face-off deep in the Titan zone now. To the left of the goaltender, Del Grego. He catches conventionally from my perspective. Rick DiPietro would disagree, as would the great Grant Fuhr and the aforementioned Darren Pupa. He was also a southpaw, South Philly. Which I imagine looks like a demilitarized zone after last night.
Yeah.
Chipping it out now. Here's a chance now. Campbell trying to get to it.
Oh,
Coming
man.
out is Wagner. Campbell goes diving into the net there.
Little
Coming
collision.
over. Munson came over there, gave him a little knee to the back there as he crashed into the goaltender. And Munson didn't appreciate it.
Yeah, it looked like a little wrestling move there.
Campbell dove out to try to get to the puck as Wagner came out. Faceoff's going to come outside the zone because Campbell dislodged the net. So now Hall looking for the go-ahead goal, the lead for the first time here tonight, with 11:24 left to go. I tell you, you wouldn't know that Newington ran him out of the building on Saturday.
Absolutely not.
Deegan to the outside. Deegan on the backhand. Big hit behind the net there. As Stevens lays the lumber into Deegan. And then Grimm came over and laid the lumber into Stevens. Now the ref's letting everything go. That pleases the broadcaster. Deegan lets the shot go. Waffle save there by Del Grego. And then Deegan finishes his check. Now Grimm finishes his check. Oh, things are really starting to heat up. Nice job to keep the puck in there by Buckley. Sent ahead. Out to center ice. Munson jousts at it like a medieval knight. Back the other way now. Stepping to the outside is Miller. Miller lost the handle on it. Found the handle. Miller sending it down low. Hollander back there now. All around it goes now for Campbell. Campbell couldn't corral it. Cleared and out to center it goes. And tracking it down there is the white glove Gherkin. Gherkin sends it hard around. I think they should all wear white gloves. I think the white gloves look sweet. On it now is McHugh. McHugh, white gloves with the blue helmet look real nice. Back the other way now. Down the left wing they come. That's Quirk. Quirk over the blue line. Quirk wearing number 14. Steve Grogan's old number. In the corner now, digging. There's Petronio. Lost the handle on it. Weak side pass out now for McHugh. McHugh against Fialkovich. Fialkovich takes the angle there. Into the corner it goes now. Fialkovich. That's how you stop forward progress. Nice play there by 32 in blue. Behind the net it goes now. A little bit of give and go. On it there. Finn Goal got it back to the point. Big stop there as Wagner. Got the flipper on that one. That's a big stop there as Wagner came right off his line. Aggressively challenging the shooter, looking like Shep Messick. Behind the net now. All around. Howard kept in at the blue line, but it's not. It's Petronio now. Petronio poke checked away there by Cohen. And back the other way quickly now, Gherkin. Gherkin got the puck in. Hall dumps it in. They'll complete a player change. Fresh Titans on the ice. Under 10 minutes to go now. Under 9.5 to go, I should say. 9:25 to be exact. Well, not anymore. 9:18 now. We like to be accurate here on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. Well, as accurate as we can be. So chances at both ends there, Liam.
Yeah. He's been all over this game tonight.
He who?
Oh, I mean, I thought you were talking about the player out there. I have been out there all night as well, though. It does go for both of us.
You're doing a fantastic job. All right, so the face-off won by the Nor'easters. All around. Can't keep it in now. Trying to hit the home run ball as Ranger was lurking. Rochi tracks it down. Icing is the call. So 9:07 left to go here in the third and final stanza. Couple of whistles here. The game slowed down a little bit now. A little sluggish like a wet sponge. As the faceoff coming deep to the left of Wagner. He also catches conventionally from my perspective. Leaning in to take it now is DeBazio. DeBazio against Oliver. Good face-off win there by Oliver. Oliver's a real good 200-foot centerman. He plays the game the way it's supposed to be played. Very good defensively. Very good on the face-offs. And can score and can skate. Really like his game, number 15 in your scorecard. He's really grown. Much bigger frame than a year ago. Oliver along the boards. Left it there for Buckley. Buckley hard around. Ranger met there. Nice play there by Croce to poke check it in. Croce lets the shot go. Misses on the glove side. And it's sent away to center now. Here's a chance now for Ranger. Ranger trying to catch up to it. Gets to it. Tough angle shot. Right off the H and the A there of the netminder Del Grego. And he'll pounce on it like a puma. And there'll be no further play. 8:27 left to go here. Oh, chances at both ends. Wagner with the flipper stop a moment ago. And Del Grego with the positional stop there right off the logo. Well, really not a logo, more just like lettering, I suppose.
True.
Still looks sharp, though, don't get me wrong.
That is, yeah, nice uniform.
Yeah, I like the whole white sweaters are sweet. I like them a lot.
It's a good look.
I think I'd go with the blue shorts, though. I don't like the black shorts.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a uniform connoisseur, which is French for connoisseur. Icing is the play. As it goes off the boards now. And I think perhaps blue shorts with the white gloves. They do have black in the sweater though, so it's not like the black shorts are.
It's not completely out of nowhere.
place. Yeah.
You're right.
I don't know. That's just me. The Newington sweaters are sharp. I love the blues.
Yeah.
Blue and gold, always a good look. Big end for Newington, just in case you didn't know. All right, quickly on it now is Gherkin. Working hard around, trying to get the puck out, lofted out to center. A foot race now, Fialkovic. And that one goes for icing. So the sluggishness continues here. As the first 2 periods, we didn't have a lot of whistles outside of penalties and goals. And penalties, and some penalties. So 3-3 is your score, 8:04 remaining here. The Titans scored 30 seconds into the stanza to regain the lead. Right after Grimm scored with 1.9 seconds left to go in the second period. So a goal in the waning moments of the second period and a goal right at the start of the third period. And that is where we stand, ladies and gentlemen. An epic contest unfolding here in West Hartford tonight. Behind the net it goes now. Quickly on it there is Stevens. He couldn't get it out. Stribling. Protecting the puck. Stribling on the backhand. Stribling got it down low. That's a good play by Stribling to protect the puck and get it down low. Can't get it out now. Track down at the blue line, Deegan. Deegan tried to go back for Stribling. Stribling tied up nicely there. A good job there by Gherkin to tie him up. Sent out to center. Those are the plays that don't show up in the scorecard. And a nice play there by Gherkin, and there's Gherkin again. Over to get the puck. Gherkin on the backhand, got it out to center. Hollander couldn't come away with it. Howard wheeling and dealing. Howard tripped up now. Here comes Grimm again. Grimm on the backhand. A big stop there by Del Grego as Howard got it to Grimm. And now back the other way. Here comes Campbell. Campbell down the left wing. Poke checked away there by Munson. Nicely timed poke check there by Gavin Munson, but Hall getting to it quickly in the corner off the heel of the stick there of Gamble. And it rolls harmlessly to the netminder Wagner. So Grimm broke in on the backhand once again, but this time Del Grego was up to the task, keeping this one a 3-3 score with just over 7 minutes left to go here in the affair. And that one rolls to the netminder as Wagner covers up the puck, playing the old coconut trick that you might see on the streets of Manhattan. I guess that's still going on there, the old 3-card Monty. No, that's a different game. See, it's been a while since I've been home. I love Manhattan. Behind the net now, except for the Rangers. Don't like those guys. I grew up on the island. I love Manhattan. Back to the blue line it goes now, pinching in. Sending it behind the net and giving chase there is Munson. Munson on the forehand. Buckley puts the brakes on, hounded there by Finley. There's Munson now. Munson hard off the boards. Again, we see the tenacious forecheck here of the Titans, causing a turnover. Fingold trying to get it down low. Back to the point, letting the shot go. That missed on the waffle side as Gherkin let it fly. That's number 18, Zach Gherkin. Ben Gherkin, number 21. Letting the shot go. That's deflected. I'm not sure if they are relation or if they all like Bubba and Faust. Sent all the way down, wide of the netminder Del Grego, so good pressure there by the Titans. 6:13 left to go, Liam.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Hall, you got to be happy with how you're playing, but obviously they want that one more score to put them over, hopefully. See how Northeastern, they might have a say about that, but so far, so good for them in this third period. They got that game-tying score that they needed.
Hall seems to respond much better when they're down by one, but I don't think that's the strategy you want to employ here.
No.
That's just me. There's Fialkovic now off the boards. And coming on in now is Croce. Croce. Cross for his defense partner. Tried to hit the weak side pass. That's just out of the reach. And Fialkovic reaches it. Under 6 minutes to go now. Hard off the glass. Again, we see Hall just mucking things up in the neutral zone. They've done it all night. There's not a lot of room to operate for the Nor'easters. Not a lot of odd man rushes. Nor'easters have gotten their opportunities from getting it down low and cycling. But Hall forcing the Nor'easters to spend a lot of energy just to get out of their own zone, especially here in the midway goings here of the third stanza. As again, we see Hall with 3 men across the red line and sending it back in quickly now is Croce. On it there is Howard. Howard moves it hard around for Ranger. Ranger got it back. Here's Ranger now. Down the left wing. Left it for Oliver. Oliver lost the handle on it. Newington regains the blue line. Putting the brakes on there is Ben Gherkin. Gherkin sends it up for Miller. Miller down the left wing. Miller poke checked away there. Nice poke check and back the other way now. Here comes Grimm. Grimm to the outside with speed. Josh Grimm protecting the puck into the corner. Fights through the check. Got it out in front dangerously. Came back to the other side. Grimm found it back on his stick. Ranger wins it back to the blue line, and a penalty coming up here. High sticking is the call. I think Grimm may have got him accidentally underneath the grill. That's the only thing I could guess. If you get him in the head, even if it's by accident, it's an automatic penalty. So
They'll get you.
he was in on the forecheck, and I was following the puck, so I'm assuming he went to lift his stick, and because he was mucking in there. So a big power play opportunity here for the Titans with 4 minutes and 46 seconds left to go. Titans send down Miller for the faceoff against Deegan. Deegan with the faceoff win, but they don't get it out. Hollander slides it over for Cohen. Cohen lets the shot go. That hit a couple of bodies and flipped out by Howard. Howard peels back to his point.
Newington penalty on number 22, Josh Grimm. 2 minutes for high sticking.
So Grimm, 2 minutes for high sticking. As we discussed, here comes Miller. Miller down the left wing. Tried to leave it for Hollander. That's sent back all the way down by Stribling. A foot race now. Trying to get to it is Deegan. Fought off the puck there. Oh, got to be careful there as Cohen was running the interference. The Beastie Boys would be pleased, but I'm not sure the official might not be. On it now is Stone. Stone trying to go cross ice. A great penalty kill here by the Nor'easters as they're just giving nothing to the Titans. The Titans getting nothing going here on this important opportunity. Now they come away with it. Here comes Hollander. Hollander trying to corral the puck. Titans with too many men on the ice. Oh, they touched the puck there as it came over.
That's a tough break.
Just a bad break there. Bad timing as the player was not off the ice. The new guy hopped on and he touched it. So a frustrating moment here for Hall as Newington was absolutely swallowing him up on the penalty kill. I'll tell you, that right there, that's the make of champions right there. You're in a tough game. You're on the road, 3-3. You go down shorthanded and you just absolutely give nothing.
Incredible stand so far.
Great job by Newington on the penalty kill, and now we're going to see 4-on-4 hockey, and I can't even complain about it, which really upsets the broadcast. There was too many men. It was a clear call, and Hall knew it. Just a bad break there. He touched the puck. I mean, it comes up to you. You touch it automatically. It's just a reaction.
Yeah, nothing you can do.
So a minute 3 of 4-on-4 hockey, and then it'll be a power play for Newington for 57 seconds, if my math is correct, and ladies and gentlemen, like Tony Stark, it always is. All right, on it now is Croce. Croce sending it all the way out. Now Hollander.
Is being served by number 5, Billy DeValcio.
Hollander took a Paul Bunyan-esque light chop there across the stick of Howard. Surprised Howard's stick held up. If it broke, Hollander probably would have got a penalty. I think Hollander's lucky the stick didn't break. Takeaway in the neutral zone again by Hall. Carrying the puck in. Protecting it there is Ben Gherkin. Gherkin got it back to the blue line. And keeping it in there is Croce. Croce got it down for Gherkin. Gherkin lost the handle on it. 26 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4. 3:16 left to go in the affair because Stone Cold said so. Here comes Newington now down the right wing. Stepping up in the way there was Croce. Picking the puck up hard off the glass and sent all the way down. No icing as it's deflected. Here's Hollander now. Hollander offsides is the call as he got ahead of the puck there. Just half a step. So just under 3 minutes left to go here in regulation. And I say regulation, ladies and gentlemen, because if it ends 3-3, there'll be sudden death or sudden life overtime depending upon who you're rooting for and who you got money on. Or if you got the over, and the over is, 6.5. Well, you'll hit the over if it goes. No, not necessarily. It can be a tie.
Oh, that's true.
So there's a lot of people with a lot of interest here. Tough angle shot there. Nice job by Del Grego to hold on. And the net comes off its protective moorings. So now the 57-second power play that we discussed is going to take place for Newington. 3-3 is the score. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go here.
This is going to be a huge 57 seconds right here.
This is going to be a very long 57 seconds for the Hall faithful. And the face-off deep in the Hall zone. And leaning in to take it now is Miller against, I believe that's Deegan. Ref drops the puck and we are back underway. Face-off won but controlled by Grimm. Grimm behind the net. Grimm got it out. Backdoor lurking there was Oliver. It was a little too hot to handle, a little too cold to hold as it slid off his stick. All the way down to Wagner. Wagner leaves it there for Deegan. Deegan rounding the net like Bobby Orr. Cleared but not out. Aggressive penalty kill here. Running him over was Deegan as he lays the lumber into Miller. Play allowed to continue. Here's Howard with room. Howard with way too much room lets the shot go. From a Hall perspective, they just kept backing up, so Howard just kept coming. I was thinking to myself, shoot the puck. And he did. Chance in front now, trying to get to it. That one gets deflected off and all the way back to the blue line and out to center. What an odd hop it took. Off the boards there. 10 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Grimm lost his footing, got right back up. Howard keeping the puck in. Hall happy to keep it there as the clock ticks away. 1:45 left to go. Back to 5-on-5. Chipped ahead now. A chance right out of the box, but it rolls to Wagner as Wagner pounces on it like a hungry hippo, chasing after that final wayward marble, and there'll be no further play. Oh, my goodness. Well, you got to tip your hat to both of these penalty-killing teams here by both of these teams.
Yeah.
Neither team really got much going on their power plays, and now just 1:41 left to go. Looks like a timeout being called by the Hall Titans as they want to talk things over. Oh, my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't get any better than this. 3-3 is your score. 1 minute, 41 seconds left to go. Here in the affair, the Titans have just killed off an abridged power play. Newington killed off an abridged power play as well. And overtime beginning to lurk its ugly head now. With 1:41 left to go. I don't know if the coach is talking about much strategy-wise or just wanted to give his players a breather as they were out there killing the penalty. You see face-off coming deep in the Newington zone. I'll tell you, I'm not going to lie, Liam. I wouldn't mind seeing overtime between these two organizations. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Especially after that game on Saturday. It's great to see Hall actually competing with this team.
Well, they can ride with them. That doesn't do any good unless they get the win, though. I know that sort of thinking is kind of frowned upon in society today, but I'm just saying what everybody's thinking. All right, face off now, deep in the Newington zone. And Newington's not going to they're not going to be frazzled. They've been in these situations 1,000 times. They're the champs. Well, Deegan leans in for the Nor'easters. And they ain't the champs by accident. They're not 13-2 by accident. As Hollander was spilled off the face-off. And on it now is Buckley. Buckley trying to hit the long out pass for Stribling. It rolls to Del Grego. He steers it off into the corner. Grimm laid off there, Gergen. Big hit there in the corner. As Miller's slow to get up. Howard wins the puck there. Howard's so strong on his skates. A big hit there along the boards after the whistle. As Hollander lays the lumber into Stribling. The off-ice officials again displeased. I love it. I love the passion.
Gotta love it.
I love when parents are yelling at everybody.
That's high school hockey.
I like it at the Mites division, the 8-year-olds.
that's even better.
I've officiated thousands upon thousands of hockey games. I really have. You know you did a good job if both parents are mad at you, both benches are mad at you, and you had a good game. Here's a chance now. Off the face-off, walking in, pulling the trigger. That just missed. As Deegan walked in. Behind the net it goes now for Cohen. He leaves it for Miller. 1 minute to play. Howard pounces in. Campbell lost his wand. He goes back to retrieve it. Behind the net. Newington getting into their cycle now. This is where their strength is. As protecting the puck there was Deegan, Stribling over to help out. Deegan trying to get it back for Howard. They can't get it out. Here's Howard with a chance. Poke checked away as it never got to Howard. Back the other way now. Here's Campbell. Campbell centers it out there. Finishing his check there was Howard. Laying the lumber into Campbell. 30 seconds left to go in regulation. Up the boards it goes now. Grimm chips it in. Hall chasing it down now. Here's Cohen. Cohen with 20 seconds behind his own net. Hard around. Cleared and out to center it goes. Sent back in by Ranger. Puck lost there for a moment. Walking up on it is Oliver. Oliver lost the handle on it. Trying to get it down low. One of the players there looks a little bit banged up there. Gherkin looks a little, just lost his stick and a little slow. I guess the stick is broken. Now he got it back. Letting the shot go. Doesn't get through. And cleared out. And that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll have some free hockey here.
3 periods of hockey are not enough to settle this one here tonight. We are going to have 8 minutes of 5-on-5 overtime as the Titans look absolutely exhausted. Look at them around their goaltender. Down on one knee, mouth breathing, looking like Clubber Lang at the end of the third round of the second fight versus Rocky Balboa in Madison Square Garden in 1983. So we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, with the start of sudden death overtime. Make sure you get your $5 a man in on who you think has got the game winner. We'll be right back with overtime here on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. Oh my, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sudden death overtime. It doesn't get any better than this. Next goal wins. Losers bring the nets in. The goaltenders have switched sides. It's 5-on-5 hockey for 8 minutes. Once again, I want to, if you're tuning in, CIAC, don't ever change this. This is the right thing to do. I know you don't get a lot of positive feedback these days in society, but you do a great job by letting the boys play here. 5-on-5 for 8 minutes. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Next goal will get 2 points. If it ends 2-2 or 3-3, excuse me, at the end of the 8 minutes, it will be a tie, which will make me very disgruntled. Now, it's better than a shootout. I'd rather let them have a tie. All right, we're underway. Overtime from West Hartford here tonight between the Titans and the Nor'easters. 3-3 is your score. Titans won't be able to come back from a deficit here in overtime as they've come back 3 times tonight. They trailed 1-0, 2-0, and 3-0. They can't trail again. Well, they could, but it'll be permanent. Along the boards there, getting on it quickly. Down the right wing now, Andrew. Andrew got it behind the net. Zolvalski trying to get the puck out. They're digging and mucking. Trying to come away with there was Finn Gold. Picked up by the Titans. A big hit there behind the net. Laying the lumber into him was Ranger. But the Titans got the puck out to center. Knocking it down was McHugh. He sends it all the way in. 7-11 left to go here in the overtime stanza. Good time to bring the cameraman and the broadcaster a Slurpee. Down the left wing now, Ranger. Ranger slings it in front. Dangerously, Grimm was lurking. Grimm in the corner trying to get it out in front. Ranger trying to get to it. A bouncing puck. Cohen comes away with it and sends it out to center. Let's see, is that going to go for icing? Icing is the call. We are 1 minute and 7 seconds into overtime, or 6:53 left to go, depending if you watch soccer or not. All right, 3-3 is your score. Doesn't get any better than this, ladies and gentlemen. 2 heavyweights in Division III CIAC hockey just standing at the middle of the ring, throwing haymakers at one another now. Leaning in is Mike Deegan to take the face-off against Owen Miller. Face-off won by Newington. Fialkovic pinching in to keep it in. It's sent away now. A rolling puck. Is it going to make it over the goal line? It does. So icing once again. 6:44 left to go. Thus far in overtime, Newington's had the territorial advantage. But that's about as useful as a stat as... Well, doesn't really matter. All that matters is the next goal if there is one. Sure, each goaltender would prefer that there not be. There's Miller now leaning in against Deegan once again. That one's won, but Grimm gets to it behind the net. Grimm, good show of strength there with one hand. It's one there. Hi, Miller. Miller didn't realize he had more time. Sent it along now. Deegan letting the shot go. Doesn't get through. Grimm sends it behind the net. Picked off there by Gherkin. Gherkin sends it hard around and out to center. A rolling puck now. Hollander getting to it. Hollander trying to get it to settle down. Hollander on sides. Touches it to himself now. Behind the net goes Hollander. Into the corner he goes. Trying to get the puck out now is Deegan. Deegan, tape-to-tape pass there. Here comes Stribling. Stribling over the blue line, leaves it. Walking in, pulling the trigger. That, they score! It hit a body on the way in. I believe it's going to go to Josh Grimm. So the Grim Reaper, ladies and gentlemen, gets the hat trick here for Newington. And we win this one in overtime.
What a dramatic way for the hat trick, too. That's unbelievable. There you go.
As they sent it in down low, and it went off Grimm as he was getting to the cooker. What a fantastic affair we have been privy to here tonight. And the best part about it for Josh Grimm is he gets to name what flavored ice cream the team bus has got to stop and get on the way home. Somebody get on the phone to Carvel and get that Fudgy the Whale fired up. 4-3 is your score, your final score, ladies and gentlemen. What an affair we have just been privy to here. As you see the two goaltenders getting together. Well, you know, you got to tip your hat to Hall. They did do a great job here tonight.
A heck of a fight.
They sure did. Newington, you know, like I said, they're not the champs by accident. They didn't panic, didn't change a thing.
22, Josh Grimm, unassisted.
So Grimm gets credited with the goal. Unassisted is the call. With 6 minutes and 4 seconds left to go here in overtime. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. We have had the privilege of witnessing an outstanding Connecticut high school hockey game here tonight between two very good teams. A great job by Newington to get the job done on the road, and a really fantastic job by the Titans at home here tonight.
Absolutely.
Well, for my cameraman, producer, and color man here, Mr. Liam, I've been your host, Scotty Bonner. What a blessing, honor, and privilege to be here with you tonight. We'll be back Wednesday night, this time from the Newington Arena, as the Nor'easters will be home at, I think, 4 o'clock, an early start here on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. Once again, your final, the Nor'easters 4, the Titans 3 in overtime. Enjoy the rest of your evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in.